This is Alex McNamee of the Herald and Review at St. Teresa High School. We just saw the third matchup, the third big game between Warrensburg-Latham and St. Teresa, and this was probably the most dominant of the three wins for the Bulldogs. It was 52-28. St. Teresa wins, captures a regional championship with a really controlling, really almost perfect looking win for the Bulldogs as they move on to the sectional next week at Maroa. Believe it or not, this game was almost wrapped up in the first half. The Bulldogs took a 20-11 lead after the first quarter, going 6 for their first 7 in the first quarter. Their only miss, they got an offensive rebound, put it right back in. So they looked good from the start in this atmosphere that was really electric. In the second quarter, they took a double-digit lead, and Warrensburg never got it to single digits the rest of the game. St. Teresa was very in control of themselves, and very good defense, very good job on the glass, out-rebounding Warrensburg by what felt like a ton to get this win. The Bulldogs led 33-16 at half, a 17-point lead that felt really good for the Bulldogs, but Coach said, we can't let up. Warrensburg still had a half to go. And they started the third quarter, Warrensburg did, looking pretty good. Tyler Bond came out, looked like he had a spark, he had a sense of urgency. He had 4 points, 3 offensive boards in the first couple minutes, and all of a sudden Warrensburg was within 14 points, which felt like a pretty small deficit at the time compared to what they'd been going through. But St. Teresa just kind of stood pat and handled things. Christian Williams had 24 points tonight and a big dunk in the fourth quarter that kind of sealed things, put the exclamation point on the win, and got the student section a little extra jazzed. For Warrensburg, this season ends in a rough way. They started the first half of the season undefeated, and it seemed like once they got to St. Teresa, they just started to stumble. But it's a 52-28 win for the Bulldogs as they move to the sectional. St. Teresa beating Warrensburg for the third time this season. And this was Alex McNamee of the Herald and Review. Be sure to check us out on hrpreps.com, on Twitter and Facebook as this postseason continues in boys basketball.
Yeah, they jumped out on us. They hit a couple big shots, a couple threes, ran a set play to start the game off. Blasted our back guys and got a nice layup. And we, like you said, we're playing from behind the rest of the game.
It felt real good. We got these guys 3 times this year. They say you can't beat a team 3 times. But when you're good as us, anything can happen. We showed that we're a great team, and we're just looking to improve from here on out.
I felt that we had opportunities the first 2 games where we had built an 11-point lead, a 12-point lead, and we didn't exactly put them away. We let them come back, and that's the type of fighters that they are, and that's the type of offense that they have. So tonight, when we got up 17 at halftime, that was a really good time for them to take that break, and they put a good shot at us. Luckily, we were able to stem the tide and continue with that, but the way they play, their style, they're difficult to put away, and I was pleased with how we did that tonight.